Tynan.
And I'm Rabid Caveman.
And today we're going to do Tokyo Ghoul Episode 2, which was actually pretty damn good. To start things off, Kaneki was pretty much puking after Toka stuffed all that human flesh up upon his mouth, and he puked the shit out of it. Because he really doesn't get used to human food at all. He just wants to be he thinks he wants to be a regular human, but apparently he can't because he's a ghoul now. He's a half ghoul, half human.
And he has to accept it. Even Toka's trying to bring reality into him, saying you can't be a human anymore.
You're nothing but you're a half ghoul, you're a half human, so you still can't eat human food, but I don't know. It's just he's pretty much half ghoul and half human.
Yes.
But pretty much he gets conscious later in the episode and he ends up in the coffee shop. Toka pretty much brings them, and then he wakes up and he saws this coffee guy, and he mentions something that obviously ghouls cannot eat any food that humans do eat, but you can drink coffee because ghouls have that good taste similar to what humans have.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of good for Kaneki though. Like at least he could drink coffee. Even Kaneki was like actually a little bit tearing up. Like if you see his face, he actually he's glad to drink some coffee. But that's the only thing we know so far is ghouls can drink coffee. So
that makes it curious. Can they eat coffee cakes?
Coffee cakes,
or coffee lollipops? I'm just curious. Or
as long as it tastes coffee, as long as it tastes coffee.
Just liquid coffee. That's what I'm curious.
Yeah, that's what I was curious. Maybe later in the episode or it's later in the series. Maybe you never know what else.
Oh yeah, you're right. They can't eat coffee cake because he says I can't taste cake, so I think it has to be liquid coffee.
Yeah, it has to be maybe on top of it somewhere to taste coffee at the same time eating cake.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work, then I guess coffee's the only thing they drink.
Yeah, you gotta drink it, I guess.
Because there's no coffee candy or anything. Oh, actually, no, there's coffee candy, but
yeah, but I don't think they can eat it.
But later we get a later scene when Kaneki was walking with his eye patch because he doesn't want to be seen. He doesn't want to be seen by anyone else.
Yeah.
Then you see Heidi running so fast, which was really funny. He's like Kaneki,
like a fangirl.
I'm like, whoa, he's like a fangirl or something. The way of his loud voice, he's like Kaneki. I'm like, oh shit.
It's gonna get all the yaoi fangirls screaming.
That's not how they sound like. They sound just like that. That's what Heidi was sound like that. And then pretty much he grabbed it from behind, just like from his childhood. Even later,
that sounds wrong when you say grab him from behind.
Okay, that sounded wrong. What the fuck? That sounded so wrong in many ways. I apologize for that. I don't know, but even in the flashback when Heidi was coming towards Kaneki, he was reading a book and he says, I'm a new person. I just moved in. I have no friends. Would you like to be my friend? He said, yeah, sure. And then he does the same thing when they're little kids. He says, Kaneki! I'm like, oh my god.
That's so sweet though.
Heidi is the most badass friend you ever have in your life. He always calls your name. He comes right behind you and grab you from behind. Oh wait, that sounded wrong.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? That sounded wrong in so many ways.
You've seen too many jail rape scenes in movies, man.
Sorry, I watched too many stuff. But anyways, back to the point. So pretty much, he's pretty much a really good friend of him. And then what else we get in this scene?
We get our main character struggling to not eat any human flesh. You see him like holding himself, and he's like,
oh yeah, and you see the packaged food. Yeah, you see the packaged human flesh food.
He like grabs it and throws it across the wall.
No, before he grabbed it, he grabbed it and then you hear the phone ring like, oh shit, it looked like he was about to eat that shit. He's about to like, yes, I'm eating it! And then after he ring the door, you hear the phone ring, and he's like, oh fuck!
He looks like a drug in withdrawal system.
I know, that was like, he looked like he's addicted as fuck. He didn't eat anything, it looked like he's addicted as fuck. And then also, Rize was pretty much making him eat that shit. She was like, it makes me have that tingle feeling. I'm like, wait, no, Rize!
I'm like, Rize, you're a jerk.
Rize is a dick. She like, eat that shit now, eat it. Come on, it tastes so good. It makes you want to eat all of it.
I'm
like, oh my god.
If you want to tempt someone, do it nude. Maybe that would have tempted our main character and heat it fast. I'm just saying.
I know they would have put more nude, but
no, I'm being realistic.
Yeah.
Seriously, if she were nude, maybe that would have tempted our main character.
Yeah, but he wasn't tempted that much. Not that much. He was just.
But she had clothes on.
But then imagine of course he'll get.
Yes, but if she were nude, the seduction would have worked quicker.
Yeah, then he would have.
It's on the execution.
He would have done that.
It's on the execution, man.
Yeah, but apparently they don't want to do that.
attempting execution was fucking off. I'm just saying, it was off. So that's.
I wish they.
So it was half-assed.
I mean,
not from the anime. I'm talking about Rize. I'm talking about
Rize, just a particular character, Rize, as you mentioned. So like, I wish they could have bumped it up, increased it a little bit more. But apparently, I mean, I'm not saying it's a really good episode.
It was.
And then later we get Heidi taking Kaneki to a class, one of the classroom or something like that, like taking to a room, and he sees Nikishiki.
Yes.
Yes. And pretty much Nishiki. Then when they were looking at each other, it seems like they're like, "Oh, hi. You must be that kid." And then like
Nishiki had a pedal face on when he saw.
Yeah, when he close to him, he's like, "Oh, hey guys, how you doing?" I'm like,
I was
what
like,
the fuck?
Oh god, it's like the pedal bear version of fucking.
The way it was, like the way they animated with good artwork, it looked like his eyes like it looked like a cat wanted to eat him.
I was
it looked like.
God. this is meme material right here.
This is funny. It like a rape face.
I was like,
that was a good rape face though.
It was.
I was like, oh shit, he wants to tear that guy apart. He wants to tear Kaneki apart.
Yeah.
But then apparently they were walking, and then they eat this kind of like fish, but inside's like a chocolate.
Yeah.
And then Kaneki, Heidi was like, "How come you weren't eating yours?" He says, "I can't eat." He's like, "I'll save it for later."
Yeah.
Because obviously he can't eat human food.
Yeah.
And then what happened was something random. Like when they're walking to somewhat like an alley, like under the freeway or something, you see like an alley on the on their right side, and then you see Niki like kick the shit out of Heidi. Nikishiki kicked him like right. Nikishi.
Yes.
And then he kicked Heidi and like on the side. Hide. God damn it. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited about this episode. He pretty much kicked him in the alley out of nowhere. He's like, I'm like, what just happened? He kicked him for no reason. I didn't expect this to happen.
I felt sad, but I was like at the same time. I was like, wow.
I was like, wait, what just happened? That my face reaction was like, wait, what just happened? I was
like, hey, Crimson, what? When we were watching, we were like, what?
And then Kaneki was like, what just happened? Even Kaneki was like, what the hell? And then later, he chokes the shit out of him, and then he says that, like, he's like, I don't want anyone like you coming at my way.
Yep.
And then pretty much that he was stomping the shit out of Heidi. I'm like, holy shit.
What a dick.
I'm like, what a... This is so
But luckily,
ridiculous.
when Kaneki transformed and fucking went ham
that
on
uses
this
Rize's power, that was really badass.
He fucking stabbed him multiple times. It was fucking cool. I'm like, thank you.
Like,
you killed this asshole.
I know, there was like a badass animation. Like it has like all bluish and like, and he just stabs him, all blood pours out everywhere. Holy shit, that was amazing. Damn, I love this episode.
It was beautiful.
And then later, after the battle was really good. It was not that long, not too short, not too long. It was actually pretty good, decent length.
I'd say it's around like 30-40 seconds. Pretty decent length.
It was well animated though.
Yeah.
That was really good. I loved it, including the soundtrack. The soundtrack through this episode was really good.
It did.
It fit perfectly.
It
and
did.
Then later, Heidi was knocked out, still conscious. He was still unconscious. And then later, Kaneki was really addicted. Even Rize was trying to do it again. Only this time he's trying to eat it. He doesn't want to eat his friend, but Rize's trying to make him eat his friend.
I'm like, again, it's on your execution. You have to do it naked.
You see Kaneki's big drool coming out of his mouth, wanting to eat that shit, but he can't because it's his friend. And then Toka pretty much stops him. Like first he was hearing something, but then when he looks up, it was Toka.
You know what?
I'm like,
yeah.
You see his like on the side shot, like when you see him like looking on the side. You see all his drool coming, like it looked like a river coming down.
You know what?
Like holy shit.
You know which movie I was thinking of?
What?
Remember, humans are friends, not food.
I know, but Rize's being a bitch of it. He's like, oh, you should eat your friend's delicious. He looks adorable. I'm like, no!
Yeah?
I'd be scared too if I was a ghoul. I'm like, no, I don't want to eat my best friend.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I don't want to eat my best friend, no.
Whoa, that would suck.
He looks, I mean, what the fuck. But, anyways, back to the point. He gets on, they both were knocked out. Apparently, the way how Kaneki was still alive is because probably he has a faster healing, and not only that, I don't know if Toka actually gave him something to eat that makes him more alive.
I think she did because he's not hungry anymore.
Yeah,
he had blood in his mouth. She probably gave him like an arm or something.
Yeah, because when he was checking his mouth on his finger, it apparently has blood. So I think Toka must have gave him something.
Yeah.
So I think it was probably like a human flesh. Not from Heidi, but maybe
I
one of the
also
leftovers.
noticed that Hide was awake, so he probably realized that
Yeah, he didn't see, like, when he was turning around.
his eyes were, open.
At least it wasn't red, like ghouls. Imagine it was a ghoul.
Yeah,
Like, oh, shit.
At least Hide's smart. That's what I like. He's smart.
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, he's a really like he's a good friend. He's actually smart, and he actually realized like what's going on. Actually,
Yeah.
he just notices like out of the blue. Like once he turns around, he's like, "Oh, I hurt you." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Just even Kaneki's like, "I'm afraid that we won't be friends because I'm a ghoul."
Yeah.
Because then if he finds out, which I'm pretty sure Heidi already knows.
I don't think Hide's gonna give a fuck though.
I don't know, but that's what
I don't-
Kaneki's scared of. Kaneki's
Yeah.
scared of that they might not be friends because he's a ghoul.
Yeah.
But the end of the episode was really good.
Yeah.
What else was happening at the end of the episode? That was it.
No, that was it.
That was it. Oh my god. Everyone, please watch this. Tell this to everybody. This Tokyo Ghoul series was episode 1 was badass, and including episode 2. This
Yeah.
was amazing.
One of the best enemies. Actually,
So far.
it's still the best enemy this season.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. It's actually true.
Unless Tokyo Terror comes out and be super bad and then killing super badass, then that could be more bad.
Oh yeah, can't wait till Tokyo Terror after watching those trailers.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I want to please comment down below what are your thoughts and your opinions about this episode, as much as we like. And also,
what's our score?
and oh yeah, the score for this episode, we give it a
8.5.
5.
Yeah.
8.5 out of 10. This episode gets a score like of that. And not only that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the comments. Thank you. Please tell us your opinions. Also, comment and subscribe. And be sure to check out Rabid Cavemans for more if you guys want to watch more. And we'll see you guys next week.